Okay, did I spill the chocolate milk or are you just happy to see me? Guys, huge. Currently we have Bitcoin once again trying to test to break out of this pattern, but more importantly, we have something we really want to focus on in today's episode. Probably the most important thing that we've covered over the last few weeks, guys. This is something that I think a lot of you are going to be interested in. Whether you're a Bitcoin maximalist or whether you hold altcoins as well, this is huge, and there's a clear trend that is happening in the cryptocurrency space. And as we're getting so close to this potential huge bullish breakout of a huge, massive bull run, that I personally think a super cycle even bigger than 2017's could be on the way. What does this mean for altcoins? You are not going to want to miss this, guys, because like I said, I think many of you out there are believers in other cryptocurrencies as well. And as well, a break here for Bitcoin to test some lower targets, in fact, would not be very bad, as Bitcoin is just so high above some key indicators that even a pullback, even at this point, would not be bad for the market. We would obviously love to see this break the 10K immediately and go up, but guys, we're in a very good position right now, so I want to show you that on the charts as well. There's not too much to worry about as of the charts right now. So guys, wipe off that oil, put any babies you might have back in their cage, and let's get into the episode. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to a special update. Today, instead of only analyzing the charts on the daily timeframes, which we usually like to do, the bread and butter here, but we also want to just point out something that we believe is just so absolutely exciting. Now, there might be some disagreements in the comments about this because I know there's some Bitcoin maximalists in this chat, in these videos, which is totally fine, okay? We love Bitcoin here, but guys, honestly, let me just share my opinion. We think that altcoins are going to play a huge role, and in fact, I think the trend that 2017 really started is still continuing, okay? This is massive, and basically what I mean by that, we'll get into it in more detail in the video, but guys, altcoins are playing a bigger role, and we do believe that this next possible super cycle for cryptocurrency, again, is going to include altcoins even more than the prior one. Now, that's a lot to unpack because a lot happened in the last bull run, specifically with altcoins. It was absolutely huge. So we have so much to get into with that. I cannot wait. We actually have so many things we need to cover with this. But let's actually start with this, guys. Remember, we're still giving these away. I think I actually might give one of these away in like 2 days here, okay? All you have to do is enter for these ledgers. For one of these ledgers, leave a comment below. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, ding that bell, and you will be automatically entered to win one of these ledgers. And like I said, I think we're going to give away one of them in about a day or two, maybe even like on Monday or Tuesday, okay? And the other two definitely will be given away before the end of the month. And by the way, shout out to Daniel. He did message me with his ledger that he did win. Congrats. I'm still waiting to hear back from Marcelino if he received his. Guys, absolutely awesome. So actually, I want to draw your attention to this before we really jump into a lot of things, okay? I posted this video actually almost exactly 2 years ago on February 13th, 2018, okay? And the title of the video was very clear. Ethereum won 2017, and then it goes on to talk about, will Litecoin win 2018? And in fact, because of the halving of 2019, I would say Litecoin basically won 2019. Okay, not as much as Ethereum won 2017, but because of Litecoin's halving and because of what it did, okay, and I can actually give you guys a quick reference to that, because of what it did on these Bitcoin charts to help boost the entire market. Basically, this run was very much spurred on by Litecoin's rise, going into the halving, and again, Litecoin being the leading indicator. A lot of great stuff happened there with Litecoin leading the way in that sense, okay? But guys, what this means, okay, this was 2 years ago. What I meant by this video and by this title is that the year was completely about altcoins. Now, Bitcoin went on to all-time highs, 20,000, everything like that, but altcoins played a huge part. Guys, there is a clear trend in the market, Bitcoin dominance decreasing and altcoins taking more and more market cap and taking more and more of a role. And I'm going to be honest, I don't see why this trend would change. I think Bitcoin is going to be king, and I definitely think Bitcoin, again, I don't want to do anything to say Bitcoin, to make Bitcoin less. But 100%, I think it would be silly not to recognize some other projects in the space and not to recognize the potential and growth, even if it's only on speculation. Even if it is purely speculative, I definitely think these altcoins will still rise. And specifically, I think this trend of them rising during the bull markets is only going to get greater, specifically in this upcoming bull run. Okay, I think alts, this will probably be, okay, if 2017's bull run was the bull run of Ethereum, then I definitely think this next one will be the bull run of altcoins and potentially other, like a specific one similar to Ethereum, okay? That's what makes it so exciting. Maybe there will be one coin or even a handful of coins that absolutely shatter and really shine during this altcoin cycle. Okay, so that's what we really want to talk about, and we have so much to actually cover as well in regards to Bitcoin and what it could reach in this next bull run. It's absolutely huge. We have so many things to look at with that as well. Okay, so many action-packed things to take a look at, but I want to start with this as well, guys. Cryptocurrency market caps, you see altcoins increasing. In fact, over the past month, since this inverse head and shoulder breakout for Bitcoin, we've seen altcoins go crazy. We've seen some altcoins absolutely pop off like popcorn in a microwave, one at a time, okay? Pop, 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 pop. It's been crazy. These coins have been going nuts. And again, guys, I just do not see why this trend would slow down. I don't see why this trend would stop. There is so much interest in cryptocurrency, but specifically, there's so much interest in these other altcoins. Okay, you say cryptocurrency. This happens to me all the time. You say someone, hey, do you know what crypto is? Most of the time, people will say no. If you say, you know what Bitcoin is, people will say, oh yeah, I've heard of Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin is a household name, but so many of these other cryptocurrencies are not. Essentially, every other cryptocurrency, aside from maybe Ethereum, is not a household name. But again, Ethereum still, I would say no, it's not a household name, only Bitcoin at this point. Again, I think that what that indicates there is just these are underground coins. Even though all of us watching cryptocurrency videos and following cryptocurrency every day, we know what these coins are, but nobody else does. For the most part, the public does not know what these coins are aside from Bitcoin. They've heard of this, that's it, okay? And again, I think there is just so much room. I mean, look at this, even just this simple metric here, the market cap, almost $200 billion for Bitcoin, okay? The next highest market cap for a cryptocurrency is 1/8 of that almost, okay? 25 billion, okay? 25 billion compared to 200 billion. The number two is about almost 1/8 or roughly about 1/7 the size of total market cap of the biggest one there, okay? There is such a spread difference there. Huge. And some of these coins, guys, okay, so now let's actually jump into the charts because I think I've rambled on enough about this. I think I've probably got your attention with altcoins because I think many of you already agree with that to begin with. So I want to start with this, guys. Remember this tweet that I posted on February 1st, so actually exactly a week ago as of today. Okay, the similarities of this last run. So this is Bitcoin here. So many key things to look at, including the exact time of the drop. Remember, guys, we talked about this in a video about exactly a week ago. This is huge. But we have to talk about altcoins and also Bitcoin in regards to that as well. So this is the total altcoin market cap. So what this chart is every single altcoin, every single cryptocurrency except Bitcoin. Now you notice one thing, the bull run of 2017, you notice right when 2017 started basically, it went absolutely parabolic, okay? From, okay, let's roughly say right around 767 million to 450 billion, okay? So roughly, actually approaching almost 200,000% gains for altcoins, okay, before a period of stabilization. And now obviously altcoins suffered a little bit, going from about 500 billion, seemingly bottoming out about 35 billion, the total value in, I think that was, December of 2018, the very beginning of 2019. Now guys, with the next bull run, and we want to show this on Bitcoin's chart as well, this is Bitcoin. With the next bull run, we 100% think altcoins, again, are going to have a parabolic rise. The speculation and the actual use cases coming into play now are going to be greater and greater every cycle, in my opinion. And I just think that this next cycle, it is destined to be exposure to the mainstream of altcoins. Okay, Bitcoin was exposed to the mainstream in 2017. By some metric, Ethereum and some alts were as well, but not anything like the future will hold, okay, guys? These, in my opinion, some of these altcoins will become household names like Bitcoin, okay? I have no doubt in my mind that that's going to be the case here. So another parabolic rally, guys, for altcoins. I mean, these numbers are absolutely insane, so I'm not even going to really get into what the possibilities are here. But let's just say breaking all-time highs for a lot of these altcoins during the next bull run is going to be a piece of cake. In fact, we believe, within the first 20% of that bull run, that many of these alts are going to break their all-time highs. And we think basically what that means is that we think they're going to set new all-time highs by a lot. It just makes sense, okay? Looking at these charts from a macro perspective, and you look at this chart and you think even if it only happens a fraction of what it did, that's going to break all-time highs for a lot of these cryptocurrencies, okay? It does not take a lot of thought or analyzing these charts to think, wow, that actually looks like a reality. It looks like it makes sense. Now, another thing I want to point out with Bitcoin's chart here. So this is Bitcoin's rise. We talked about this from the last bull market, and this is currently the consolidation period into the beginning of what is potentially this current coming absolutely insane bull run. We did notice, guys, clearly, remember, this is the Litecoin surge. It started with the Litecoin halving and then Bitcoin and the entire market went crazy as well. Okay, it kind of just shows the optimism and the readiness for things to go absolutely nuts here, in my opinion. Instead of like a curved bottom here, there's so much more attention. I think the space just really wanted to react fast, and people are ready. People are ready to pounce on things. I think that's basically what accounts for this massive curve here, for this massive uptrend. Okay, so from the bottom here to getting back up above over half of the percent drop here took a lot less time this time than it did last time. Okay, it took I think almost 1,000 days for it to get it even to like halfway up to what the highs were of the last bull run. This time it took, I believe it was only like 400 or 500 days, so only about a year for this thing to actually try and come up and retest again. So this cycle does look like it's happening a little bit faster. And guys, with adoption and everything like this is what is expected, you know, a snowball effect. More and more people, more and more participants, more and more interest can lead to these things going up faster and faster, and the bearish cycles being shorter and shorter. Now, again, we don't necessarily think, you know, it is possible, but Bitcoin increasing another 9,000 plus percent like it did in the 2017 bull run is possible. But again, guys, I want to be a little conservative here and at least make that a little smaller. So we reduced it by about a third to about 6,000, and that would put us around 2,000 sometime within even 2020 going into 2021 as a very likely possibility for a very bullish scenario for Bitcoin. Okay, remember, this is all speculation. We're not saying this is guaranteed to happen, obviously. This is just what looks like the charts want to do if there is a parabolic rise with cryptocurrencies here. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now, again, we show this chart here with the altcoins. Look at this, guys. So much potential here. We think they're absolutely going to go nuts. Even as we speak, Litecoin, one of the leading indicators for, in my opinion, a lot of the alts and Bitcoin specifically in this market, is doing well today. We see that rising, and we see Bitcoin as well in this chart trying to get above the resistance. We've seen this so many times, actually. Okay, we have seen this consolidation period many times in the past month where we spend a lot of time trading sideways. Guys, look, we can highlight them here. Spending a lot of time trading sideways and then a breakdown, actually, but then a break up. Trading sideways and then a breakdown could actually be in the cards here, and then another break up, similar to this last time, and as well similar to this time. Remember, trading sideways this entire time, a breakdown, and then a break up. So that kind of seems, it's kind of like a repeating pattern here. We trade sideways on these smaller time frames over the past month. We break down a little bit and then immediately find support and bounce up and continue this bullish momentum. So guys, that is a possibility there, and that's what I'm kind of waiting for. So basically, to sum that up, I do think that this pattern here, if we're not able to break 10K soon, I do think it would be possible we see a rejection, come down to anywhere between 9,000 and 9.4K before finding a bounce and then continuing higher. I do think that's likely as well, guys. And that's perfectly healthy, perfectly fine. Actually, in fact, pretty healthy considering that's what happens every time in the past month. We get a breakout followed by consolidation, followed by finding support and then breaking out again. Okay, we can't just go straight up forever. When there's pumps, there's dumps. And when there's dumps, there's pumps. Guys, keep that in mind. So huge, absolutely huge. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I would actually love to go into more detail with this, especially with other alts. I think these altcoins, I really do think this next bull cycle is going to incorporate altcoins in a massive way. I think their influence and impact will be undeniable, and I think there'll be many happy campers out there. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.